it doesn't necessarily make tricks harder. Hello, Raymond.
Dude, what kind of vlogger tuber is that? Oh my god. Uh-oh, Raymond kicked his brake and it broke it.
The show must go on.
Raymond, you gotta land that next shot.
So close. This shot?
Yes! That was it! That was it! Oh! Say what's up to the ball!
Go. What it do, Buddha crew? It's your boy Finance B here, back with another brand new video. I'm introing it today outside where it's super wet. Another gloomy day here at Woodward East. So ass.
What up?
Hey.
What's up?
You look very enthused about your job right now. Where are your shoes?
We tend to wear like jandals or slides or just like no shoes whatsoever. And when I come over here, it's like, no shoes, no shirt, no service. I'm like, why?
Puddle stomp. Wow. Yesterday I had to borrow some blunt grips from a kid because these ones were throttling after being wet in the rain, but I finally got my addict grips back on and they're not throttling today, so I'm praying that they do not get wet this afternoon.
You were my boss, another job, and I was scared.
I did a good job, okay. Guys, my proper grip is like, the color is super faded just because of all the rain that's been happening recently, but these addict wheels are actually holding up so nicely on the 6-wide.
Buy some!
So here's the point of the video today. 5-wide versus 6-wide. Just quick opinion.
5-wide or 6-wide?
5.5.
Okay, you're not helping.
Get the fuck out of my shelter.
So a lot of people want to know, like, is the 6-wide any good? Is the 5-wide better? Is the 5.5 better, like Chase said? But, you know, I'm going to detail that today, and I'm going to go into detail today about why I think the 6 or the 5 is better, on which one. I'm really kind of indecisive right now because they're better for two different things. You know how we do?
So you guys know that I have the 6-wide. I also have the Elite down in my cabin, which is like way over there somewhere.
Since it's raining, I have to ride indoors, obviously, so I'm going to the playground straight away, and I'm going to ride the ledges first thing because I haven't done any filming on the ledges so far. You guys would have seen half-pipe clips in the mini ramp in yesterday's video, and I'm sorry that the lighting is so bad underneath this yellow tent. Shout out Yellow Boy, Corey Griff. I was about to say funk, but no.
I'm going to get my stuff, and I'm going to go to the playground, which is up there, but I might just wait till this drizzle
dies down a little bit. Okay, here we go.
So I realized in my last vlog that I didn't have you guys on super view, and it just happens like sometimes randomly. I don't know why, but it happens, so I'm sorry about that. God, I love these ledges, man. Oh, yes. Hey, good call. Anyone else got a call? Call me a trick. 540. Oh, the 5 cab? Oh, no. Okay. Yesterday, for Instaclip, I was trying top bar, front feed, 180 oppo bar fakie, and then the 540 cab out. Never done a 540 cab in my life, and I was super close. So I'm gonna try it now. No! Oh, no! That was it! I'm gonna try it once without the bar spins. I tried so hard and got so far, but in the end, I just get snaked by skaters. Oh, my rib. Grips are so sweaty, need them to dry, otherwise I cannot do this trick, I'm gonna die. going coda mode. Ah. Woo! It wasn't the best. It wasn't the best, but I'll take it.
So you guys already know, obviously the 6 wide is, honestly the only difference is that it's 1 inch wider than the 5 wide. Pretty self-explanatory if you know what I'm saying. Now I've ridden the 5 wide a lot longer than I have the 6. I have an Elite 5.0 right here, and it's like definitely my favorite deck overall without question. Not only because I am sponsored by Elite, I've been saying this long before I was on the Elite team, long before I was officially endorsed by this team, and I gotta say, it's my favorite deck, hands down. Doesn't mean that other decks aren't great and aren't amazing, but this is my personal favorite, and I think this is the best deck. I just love it. So I'm gonna be switching out my 6 wide Urban Art deck for my 5 wide Elite deck, and then I'm gonna be talking you guys through the differences between the two, because I need to refresh my memory, obviously. I've been riding this one for a couple of weeks. I have a lot more experience on the Elite 5 wide. It's been my main deck of choice for probably the past year and a half, I would say so. So I'm gonna take this deck off really quickly, and then I'm gonna visually show you them side by side so you guys can really see the emphatic difference. Is that even emphatic difference? What? So you can see the difference between the two decks. You get me? Capiche? Screw, 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 screw. So this is the 6 wide just as it is. It is definitely a lot heavier than the 5 wide. This can definitely have to do with the fact that I'm running 30 wide. This can definitely be due to the fact that I am running 30 wide Radix wheels on this deck, which are 115 in diameter also. So they are a lot bigger than the normal wheel that I have on this deck, as it is just a normal 110 by 24 river wheel right there, as you can see. This is definitely a lighter deck. It does still have the cutout in the base, just like the 6 wide does. You can definitely see here side by side that they both have cutouts. They both have the same pretty much grind channels, which is nice for me, so it doesn't feel too different between switching the decks, but you still can see the width difference. I feel like you can definitely see the difference in width when you look at the back end. This is a lot more grinding space, a lot more lock-in space for feebles and 50s and all that good stuff, and you already know that the 6 wide definitely dominates in that realm of the scootering. This deck, however, if you do want a lighter deck, so it's easier to do bri flips and the more mixture of tricks like buttercups, inwards, combos, all that sort of stuff, you definitely are going to want a lighter deck. But if you're big like me and you've got the muscle, the 6 wide definitely isn't something that you can't do park tricks on. If you saw in an Insta clip just the other day, I buttercupped this bad boy out of nowhere, just first try in the clip. It was just a random thing at the end. I was like thinking, I'll do a butter, see if it sticks. And you know what? It did. So if you're a bigger guy like me and you can handle this weight, definitely still do butters and inwards and stuff. You just gotta work it out. You just gotta get used to the deck. Another difference between the two is the length. This one is only a 22.25, I believe. It doesn't necessarily make tricks harder, it just makes them different. It feels different to whip a 23 than it does to whip a 22 or a 21, might I add. I never like to think that having width or length impacts the weight of your scooter or the difficulty of the scooter tricks. It just makes them feel different. You can still do them if you have the muscle memory, but you just need to work out how to do them on different bars and different decks. That's the only real difference I can point out between the two. As for doing 50-50s, you know that the 6 wide definitely trumps any other deck doing 50s because there's that much more space to lock into. It's a lot easier to balance on a wider deck because you can move it over the round rail or the square rail. It's gonna lock in a lot more and you just have more contact area, which does mean more friction, but hey, the two blunt plates on these decks are completely different. You can see that the Urban Art has more of an angled front and the Elite has more of a flat face with these two angled pieces on the sides. Now, if you do a blunt slide on an Elite, you have all of this room to kind of maneuver it the way that you want, right? With the Urban Art, you only have this one flat contact point, making the potential of biting on a grind a lot heavier, and you can't exactly move the deck. Otherwise, there's no point of contact for you to slide a blunt. However, locking in blunt stalls is definitely better on the Urban Art. Why? Because the wheel is further away from the blunt plate of the deck, and on the Elite, it is closer, and that's the only difference between the two. Something for me that definitely trumps the Urban Art deck is that the braking system on the Elite is mounted on the bottom, meaning that I can put these Ethic brakes straight on in without any worry or confrontation with the part itself. And then with this Urban Art, you can only retrofit brakes to the bottom if you want to drill holes and extra stuff like that in it. Ultimately, at the end of the day, I think it comes down to personal preference on which deck you like the most. I love to just ride whatever deck comes about. I like to try all the different things and just see what they're good at, you know? This is great at 50s. This is great for bri flips and other things. Like, this is definitely an amazing deck, and so is this. So I back them both. At this point in time, if I was to take a little bit more weight out of the 6 wide, I think it would be the most flawless deck, the most perfect deck for my riding style personally. For some of you guys out there, you're thinking like, I would never ride a 6 wide, I could never ride a 23, it's way too big. I hear you, I have huge feet. A lot of you guys watching are a lot younger, a lot smaller, have smaller shoe sizes, have different riding preferences, all that kind of thing. But I'm just gonna tell you right now that I back this deck big time, and I also back this one. And that's it. I'm gonna throw this one on, and we're just gonna go ride this one for a little bit. All right. Ooh, yes. Let's go. So we're here in lot 8 with all the squad. Oh my god. So we're here in lot 8 having a session, and you guys know that it's so humid up in here. Like, look at me, I'm drenched in sweat. Hello, Raymond. Dude, what kind of vlogger tuber is that? Oh my god.
Brand new, 2018. Get on it. 4K HD.
I can't believe you've done this.
Leave me alone, Brad. What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. God.
Dude, cut it out. What are you doing? Ooh, this is getting too real. This is getting way too real. Way too real. All right, guys, we are on the 5 wide in lot 8. This is my first session on vlog in lot 8, and it's actually like my first legitimate session in this park too while I've been here. I haven't really ridden it all that much, so you'll have to forgive me as I don't have much experience with this park, but there is a rail. Big gap. Oh yeah. Turn around on the quarter. Little ledger thing. Fakey trick. Woo! First tee. Whoa. You guys are not gonna believe this gap that Ray is doing right now. If you can see, right up here to my left, he's going from this quarter, trying to lip the top of this bad boy and then land back in this bank. Oh my goodness. Are you okay? Did you just need the ledge?
Did you get that on the wall?
Yeah, I did. Are you good?
Yeah.
Oh, you are not all good. Look at this man's go. Woo! Raymond is trying this insane gap. He's going from this quarter pipe, like literally all the way up there, lipping the top of this and then going down. I know it looks small. It's not. There he goes. Mark 20. Brap. Woo!
I am about to get the angle, bro.
Right. Oh, kickless. Oh my, how did you land that? How did you land that? Oh my god. That is crazy.
That's a big boy.
So many angle possibilities that involve certain death. I don't know if I want to be here. Oh, that was so close. He done touched it like up here. It was like right there, bro.
I apologize in advance for wearing these gloves again, guys, but you know, the humidity, it's too crazy, it's too wet, and I don't want to ride around with like grips like this. Just looks really strange, doesn't it?
I'm not the only one wearing gloves. He's wearing gloves too.
These drips are my sweat.
Let's go, Raymond. Let's go. Let's go, Raymond. Let's go. Yeah, man. I want to get an angle from this side. Hey, Joe. Joe. Hey, Joe. Fuck you. Uh-oh, Raymond kicked his brake and it broke it.
Kicked it hard, dude. This show must go on. Ladies and gentlemen.
Raymond, you gotta land that next try though.
This shot?
Yeah.
No balls.
I'm gonna hold you to it. Tomorrow you are dropping in what? That big one as well?
Yeah.
That thanger?
That one.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah.
You got the Hurricane?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to show me it?
Show you it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my God! Are you good? Are you good?
I'm good.
That was a very majestic spinny slam.
Yeah, Kirby. Oh! Oh, again. The scooter landed perfect though. Boom, now you're gonna land it. That's it. Yes! Yes! Bam! Bam! Oh! Oh, that was it.
He is super close, man. I'm red barring too, so I really need him to land this right now. He's got to clutch it up.
Oh my god!
Yeah!
Yeah!
I don't even know when the last time was when I did an outro, like laying in bed at the end of an actual day. Today's been fun though. Ultimately, the whole goal was to just discuss the differences between the 5 wide and the 6. I think the two biggest differences between them is just weight and size. That's like the only thing. I can still do like 90% of my tricks on both decks. And to be quite honest with you, like it's easy to feel where your scooter is with the 6 wide because the deck is just so big. I don't know for you guys out there who ride steel bars, I'm not sure how that would feel with a 6 wide, but your scooter would definitely be heavy. I'm riding tie bars with a 6 wide and it's definitely bottom heavy, but that doesn't mean that bri flips aren't like still pretty easy, like relatively easy, but it's definitely not as easy and textbook as it is on the Elite deck. You guys get it, you know, whatever deck you want to ride, just go out there, buy it and freaking ride it, man. Make sure you cop it at the Volt Pro Scooters, use code Buddha for 10% off that and anything else that you want to buy on that website. And yeah, man, it's been a lovely day. Raymond is not back yet. He's bunking in this bed right here. He's got so much candy down there. I might have to finesse. JK, I got a Snickers bar.
Behind closed doors, I'm a fool.
Say what's up to the world!